Hello, this is Michelle Starkey. I am Actually, I'm just going through and writing down some interesting stories about what I have experienced lately. So initially, I had died on May 20th, 2017, which was an interesting time because I believe there's a couple things that happened, and today is an interesting day because I was confirmed that I was frozen, which is funny because remember I said I had 200 beats per minute and I felt like I was being frozen. So it sounds like I might be thinking biotechnology as soon as I find out if that's what had saved me. They brought me back, it sounds like 13 years after that, and then froze me again. Let me out one more time, possibly. I don't think so, though. And due to the end of time, they let everybody out, which is interesting. So this is the first time in history that we actually hit the end of time, like the end. And it sounds like we do 10,000 year increments. And I'm trying to figure out how many increments we do in what amount of time. So it's kind of cool. And the reason why I bring that up because it's going to be crucial that God return to tell everybody at the end or the beginning if we get to go again. I don't think so. I think this is kind of like a one-time thing and this is how it ends. But we're most likely the newest and we're primitive. And it's like our species. I bet you it's testing like how advanced do we get versus the other type of designs of people. So if we all knew that, we could kind of put our feet back in. Like the neck, I think I would change that. But I think we're pretty solid. I think they're amazed at our pleasure sensors. And the one that has an O, big O. Anyway, it's interesting because out in quadrants, there's quadrants in the future. There's these areas within the universe that they build out to do kind of like replicas of towns or cities to do a creation of an event. And so I noticed that they have a couple, 1800, 1600, and they have the pyramids. And so the only reason why they have that is because they got destroyed on Earth. Guaranteed. So my noggin is like, yep, I bet you anything they got destroyed. Possibly. Here's the other scenario that we're not thinking about, is I believe there's 8 universes. And I think I could prove that. Because right now they have 8 levels that we've been testing. I'm pretty convinced that they have 8 universes. And so they set up some 8 different scenarios. And one was a time continuum where part of the Earth breaks off and it lands inside of the solar, what's it called? Solar eclipse. And like I said before, I think that's time travel. I think you can travel within that solar eclipse. And they usually have them every 100 years. And the reason why I came up with that is because that 100-year mark, I thought, that's an interesting, I don't know. It sounds like a time that you'd want to go back and fix something. So anyway, replicas, 800 BC. And so I've really enjoyed that event out here because it's kind of like really fast paced and you kind of have to think really quick and what to do before the Earth and everything else blows up. But the amount of plutonium kind of scares me that Earth has. And the reason why is because on Earth they changed to possibly use magnets, which was an invention that I had in 2017. They possibly used the gravity, which was also an invention, where you can actually use the gravity like like a pendulum always moves back and forth when you hit the round pendulums. So that could be converted into energy to move forward. The exhaust on these cars, why not reuse that and push the car forward? which is kind of interesting. I don't know why nobody thought of that. You could use water and wind and electricity. I mean, there's just so much, right? I mean, my brain was thinking about Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and you could actually be using your phone, and if Bluetooth was on that battery, you could recharge it, like on the fly. So I was already thinking about, like, how would I redo things using the existing technology. Some new stuff, but for the most part, it was just existing. This is all, I've been in too many events, and that's my problem, because I think there was Hunger Games, and then this, I think that's number one. Like a recreation of an event was there a hack? And I don't know when we got to that point, but I think that was like February of 2017, and that's just a lie. Like, like it's not true. Oh no, 13 years later, huh? Which would be interesting because 2024 must have passed, and 2024 was when the solar eclipse was going to come next, and I looked it up. And so I think something got screwed up there. Ooh! I must have went back in time. 2024. So I was frozen. I was already doing this thing. They had killed me. I have no idea where I came from. Oh, the kingdom of heaven, maybe. All right, I'll get back to you. Dang.